Oliveboard was one of the very important sources for that. Your YouTube videos, for the explainers, the MCQ series on different reports, budget, economic surveys, that provided me with very good practice. I also extracted content out of those explainer videos to include in my notes.
ऑलिवबोर्ड का वो मेंटरशिप प्रोग्राम था, उसमें अनिल सर के 2-3 सेशंस हुए थे, तो उन्होंने भी गाइड किया कि क्या अप्रोच रखना चाहिए, अगर मेंस का पेपर के लिए प्रिपेयर करना है तो वो कैसे प्रिपेयर करना है, प्रीलिम्स के लिए अगर अप्रोच रखना है तो वो कैसे रखना है। तो इस तरह से ओवरऑल फिर एग्जीक्यूशन के साथ में हुए।
Hello everyone, a very good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to the class 2 on free rankers batch. We'll be practicing 500 MCQs in this particular batch, specifically related to your finance, right? And today again I'm here with you. So close to 50 to 55 questions I'll be taking, okay? In the previous class, which is the class 1 of this rankers batch, I have also taken 50 to 55 questions. Today also we are going to take 50 to 55 questions, and slowly we'll try to cover. First, we are done with August today, right? We'll be completely covering each and everything related to your finance current affairs. Some of the RBI circular related questions I'll also be covering in this particular series. Then we'll move to July, then June, then May, and so on. So 500 plus MCQs will be covered in this particular course, right? Yes, most of the questions related to your finance current affairs also do come in your general awareness as well. So definitely it will be a GS specific discussion only, and rest of the faculties are also taking their respective parts. Okay, so let's quickly start the session. Very good afternoon everyone, very good afternoon. Let's quickly start the session. A very simple question and one of the most important question for your upcoming examination. Yes, today again I'll be taking some of the news from the August month, right? SEBI has proposed a framework to simplify the capital market access for a select group of low risk foreign institutional investors, right? What is the name of this proposed framework? Very important, very high probability question, okay? We must have done this particular question in the MCQ session as well related to finance current affairs. A very high probability question. Yes, Swagat FI, please do remember the name. Swagat FI is the correct choice, okay? So SEBI has proposed a Swagat FI single window access for the trusted foreign investors, right? So please do remember. And what is the full form, guys? What is the full form? Single window automatic and generalized access for trusted foreign investors. Single window and automatic and generalized access for trusted foreign investors, right? Next one. In August 2025, NSIC signed a MOU with several private banks under its MSME credit facilitation program. So under its MSME credit facilitation program, NSIC has signed MOU with several private sector banks. Can you tell me which of the one is not at all a part of these MOUs? Very good everyone. SBI Bank is the correct choice. Rest of the 4 banks are already there in the MOU. However, SBI Bank is not there. So NSIC signs MOU with the private sector banks for strengthening the MSME credit facilitations, right? For strengthening the MSME credit facilitation. So we can see Axis Bank, Dhanlakshmi Bank, Karnataka Bank, and AU Small Finance and IndusInd Bank. All these banks are already there in this particular MOU, right? Next one. In August 2025, Indian Overseas Bank partnered with which metro operator to introduce smart ticketing solutions, including smart cards, paper tickets, and QR based ticketing? So Indian Overseas Bank has partnered with a metro operator in August 2025 only. Any idea? Yes, Mumbai Metro is the correct choice. Option C, okay? Option C, very good. So here we can see that Indian Overseas Bank partners with the Mumbai Metro, one for smart ticketing solutions here, okay? Metro line details are also mentioned here. I don't think you need to remember each and everything about this particular news. Yes, सबका PDF मिलेगा. Oliveboard की application please download कर लो. ठीक है. You'll be getting the PDF of all the sessions, whatever sessions are there on the YouTube. You'll be getting the PDF. Right. Next one. In co-lending arrangement, again it is from the CLA arrangement. Right. It is from the CLA arrangement. If one RE downgrades the borrower, again I think I have covered this question multiple times. I have covered this concept multiple times. Let's suppose one co-lender has classified the borrower as non-performing asset, then what the other borrower needs to do? Definitely it needs to classify. Similarly, they cannot be two different classification, right? We have covered this multiple times. Next one. A MOU has been signed with AMFI, Association of Mutual Funds in India, to distribute the mutual funds through vast postal network, aiming to expand the access for rural and semi-urban citizens. Which organization has recently partnered with AMFI for this particular initiative? Yes, DOP, Department of Post, right? Department of Post, DOP is the correct choice, right? We have covered this news in the finance current affairs session as well. Guys, tell me the situation of the retail inflation. What is the projected retail inflation rate for financial year 2027 as compared to the 2026 projection of 3.1? I'm talking about the projected retail inflation for 2027 year. The correct choice is 4.4. Okay. So Atiti, Bhakti, Satyarth, very good. 4.4. Okay. Next one. AMFI has partnered with the Department of Post, that we have recently seen, to expand the mutual fund penetration. So they are just expanding the mutual fund penetration in rural and semi-urban India as well, areas of India as well. Under this particular initiative, how many postmen they are targeting to be trained for the nationwide mutual fund distributor? Any idea? Guys, please recheck the same, because I think it was 1 lakh. Okay, it was around 1 lakh. The target was around 1 lakh. Okay, so please recheck this news once more. Right here we can see that the AMFI, yes, partners with Department of Post to train 1 lakh postmen for the mutual fund distribution business in rural and semi-urban areas. Next one, again a simple, again a very crucial one. What is the meaning of GEM? What GEM stands for? Any idea? What is GEM? A very simple, a very crucial, and at the same time, please tell me. Yes, it is government e-marketplace, right? GEM platform. Can you also tell me the GMV, gross merchandise value of the financial year 2025, which was recently published in the month of August 2025? Now this can be very important and a high probability question for your examination. Okay, this can come in your phase 1. $5.4. Okay, 5.4 trillion INR. Very good. Right, so we have covered this particular news as well in our weekly session. Next one, IREDA achieved a revenue of 6,700 somewhat crore against a target of close to 6,000 crore, 5,900 something crore. As per the new performance MOU signed with MNRE, what is the revenue target for the financial year 2026? What is the revenue target for the financial year 2026? Yes, option D. Option D. 8,200 crore. Okay. Option D. Next one. July 2025 headline CPI. What was the CPI inflation level in July 2025? 1.55%, right? 1.55%. And which component primary was the driving reason for the decline of the CPI? Which component was the primary reason for the declining trend in the CPI? Very good. Food prices. Okay, food prices. Perfect. So definitely we'll be learning the new data only, which is the recent published data. But as I'm covering the finance current affairs of the August month, I've restricted the particular session to August month only. And tomorrow, I think in the next session, which must be scheduled in the next week, Monday, I think, right, 3 p.m. we'll be covering July month. Okay. Next one. The International Finance Corporation and HDFC Capital have jointly launched a large fund aimed at addressing the India's housing shortage. This can also be important. What is the focus area of this $1 billion fund? Green affordable housing, right? Again, a high probability question. Green affordable housing is the area here. So here we can see IFC and HDFC Capital has launched a $1 billion fund for the green affordable housing, right? Next one. MasterCard partnered with Infosys to expand the cross-border and domestic money movement solutions globally, through which Infosys platform will financial institutions access the market MasterCard move as of now. Any idea? What is the name of that platform? What is the name of that platform, guys? It is option B, Infosys Finacle. Okay, a very famous platform, right? So MasterCard has partnered with Infosys to scale the cross-border payment. And guys, I think yesterday only RBI has released a circular as well on the payment aggregator platform, right? Governance and structuring of the payment aggregator platform, how to control it, what are the rules and regulations that they need to follow. Again, it can be very important for the examination. Most probably the video will be out by today or by tomorrow only, right? Most probably by today only, by today 8 p.m. So please do video. Next one. Sectoral bodies increasingly demand the measurable ESG outcomes from resource producers. A premier global forum in mining set to rigorous expectation from environment, safety and transparency. Recently, an Indian firm was admitted as a first member from the country. Which company has achieved the milestone? Yes, Hindustan Zinc, right? Hindustan Zinc is the correct choice here. So Hindustan Zinc is the first Indian company to join the International Council on Minings and Metal. Again, a high probability question. Okay. Okay, so in this particular finance current affairs, Department of Post partners with this particular organization to advance the India's digital addressing system. Again, you need to remember this one also, right? Please do remember this one also. Then CCI approves the acquisition of Jay Prakash Associates by Adani Group of entities. So CCI Competition Commission of India ने क्या कर दिया, अप्रूवल दे दिया अडानी ग्रुप को acquire करने के लिए जय प्रकाश एसोसिएट को. This was again a news. A particular category of NBFC, first in the NBFC category to cross the 1 lakh crore in business turnover, again can be important. Yes, KSFE, right? KSFE. So it stands for Kerala State Financial Enterprises. KSFE becomes the first miscellaneous non-banking financial company to reach the business turnover of 1 lakh crore. Please do remember this. Okay, please do remember this. Can be important. Next one. Which of the following is the name of the new digital foreign exchange platform launched by the Bank of Baroda for its corporate and MSME customers? Option B, right? BOBFX1. BOBFX1, very good. Bridging the MSME credit gap requires institutional handholding as well. Which organization has recently signed an MOU to boost MSME credit facilitation? ये क्वेश्चन तो रिपीट हो रहा है. Option C, right? Acha, tell me which of the following statement is incorrect here. Which of the following statement is incorrect here? Any idea? Now I think this particular question we have covered in a in a particular direction related thing. I think it was related to internal working group directions, right? A particular specific video I have done on this particular internal sorry so this one we have done in an internal working group related report of RBI. You need to read the statement and identify which of the following statement is incorrect here. Which of the following statement is incorrect here? Option E, guys, both 3 and 4th, right? So third one, WACR should not remain as the operating target. That's incorrect. It should remain as the operating target. And the 4th one is again incorrect. Okay. So option E. Option E. So this is from the RBI's internal working group review of the liquidity management framework 2025. There is a specific video as well on our YouTube channel related to this framework. I advise you guys to cover this particular news in a very detailed manner. Can be very important for your examination, and at least one question you can expect in your GA section in your phase 1. Okay, so please do prepare this well. And I can say it's a very straight and simple one. Even if you don't have some time, so then you can just download this PDF and read these 3-4 pages which is there in the PDF, right? That will also be fine. IRCTC payments received in principle approval of the PA operations. So again, IRCTC Payment Limited has also received approval for the payment aggregator platform here. Next one, what is the revised minimum investment proposed for large fund value funds? I am talking about the AIF category, alternate investment fund. So recently SEBI has proposed a reduction in the minimum investment threshold for the AIF. हाँ, अगर टाइम नहीं मिला तो देखो PDF से देख लेना है ना. टाइम नहीं मिले तो PDF से देख लेना, क्योंकि वो रिपोर्ट थोड़ी सी बड़ी है, वीडियो भी थोड़ा सा बड़ा होगा. आई थिंक 40 मिनट्स का होगा, 30-40 मिनट्स का, क्लोज टू. द करेक्ट चॉइस इज 25 CR here, right? IDFC Bank has launched a Remit First to India for the seamless NRI remittances. So for the seamless NRI remittances, IDFC Bank ने क्या लॉन्च किया है? Remit First to India प्लेटफॉर्म लॉन्च किया है. Next one, RBI has released the Q1 2026 data on the private non-financial companies. Can you tell me by what percentage did the sales of private non-financial companies increase during the Q1 of 2026? Again, we have done this question multiple times. %5.5%, right? 5.5%. Very good. Next one, which sector showed the highest growth in this assessment? This can also be important. All these data were published on the RBI website, guys. Okay, ये सारा डेटा RBI वेबसाइट पे पब्लिश हुआ है. Which was the sector? It was non-IT services. Okay, it was non-IT services. So we have covered this particular data in a detailed manner in our finance current affairs session, right? Tell me this one. Which institution did the UIDAI sign a 5-year R&D agreement to strengthen the Aadhaar operation through data-driven research? Any idea about this one? इंडिया वाले तो 3 दिख रहे हैं भाई. यस, ISI, इंडियन स्टैटिस्टिकल इंस्टीट्यूट है ना. ऑप्शन सी, परफेक्ट. What is the total investment committed by the Pixel Space India led consortium for the India's first commercial Earth observation satellite over the next 5 years? मैंने भी पढ़ा था तो मेरे को सबसे पहले वही वाला ISI याद आया था, है ना. तो वो आप लोगों के एग्जाम में नहीं आने वाला है, ये वाला ISI आ सकता है. वही है ना जिससे कुछ नहीं होता, वो एग्जाम में भी नहीं आता है ना, वो रिलेवेंट नहीं है इतना एग्जाम के लिए भी और ऐसे जनरली भी. सो हियर द करेक्ट चॉइस इज 1200 crore. ओके, ओवर 1200 crore. ऑप्शन डी. नेक्स्ट वन. What is the name of the new digital addressing system that the Department of Post is partnering with? अभी 2 मिनट पहले ये न्यूज़ पढ़ी है. Yes, DigiPin. Okay, DigiPin. DigiPin is correct. Next one. Which bank has merged with Saraswat Cooperative Bank in August 2025? This is from your merger and acquisition related news. New India Cooperative Bank. Okay, New India. Option A. Next one. Before transitioning from a small finance bank, we all know that EU Small Finance Bank is transitioning to the Universal Bank. We need to ensure that our ownership entity and the operating bank separation process should be there. So what is this structure called? What is this structure all about? Not a high probability question, okay? Not a high probability question. Option B. We all know that EU Small Finance has transitioned from a small finance bank status to a universal bank now. Axis Bank introduces lock FD feature to prevent digital fraud. Again, not so high probability. सिर्फ रीड करके छोड़ देना, ठीक है. आइडिया होना चाहिए कि कौन से बैंक ने क्या निकाला है. अभी रिसेंट बैंकिंग न्यूज़ के अंदर पॉसिबिलिटी है बट अ लो प्रोबेबिलिटी. नेक्स्ट वन. Which bank became the first public sector bank in India to complete the domain migration process? Please know about the domain migration process, right? Yes, Punjab National Bank. Okay, and can you tell me the domain migration process, guys? What is the new domain for bank and what is the new domain for NBFC? Anyone? बैंक के लिए तो bank.in. What about NBFC? What about NBFC? Anyone? fin.in था भाई, किसी को याद नहीं आ रहा है. fin.in था, है ना, NBFCs के लिए. Next one. As part of the disinvestment strategy, the Government of India has appointed a prominent investment banking firm to manage the stake sale in multiple public sector banks. What is the name of that entity? Simple question है. Not so high probability, okay? Not so high probability. Goldman Sachs, okay? Option C. मैं वही सोच रहा था यार, ये आया क्यों नहीं है ना, क्योंकि दैट वाज अ वेरी सिंपल क्वेश्चन दैट आई वाज एक्सपेक्टिंग. Next one. Can you tell me the date from which the co-lending directions will be effective for all the new arrangements? Yes. Happy New Year, है ना? 1st of January 2026. SMBC gets RBI approval to acquire up to 24.99% stake in Yes Bank. So a new group is acquiring a stake in the Yes Bank, right? Please do remember this news as well. Can be important. Can be important. Though they won't be classified as a promoter, still they are acquiring a good stake, right? They are acquiring a good stake here. 24.99% is a very good stake. Associate तो बन ही जाते हो इससे आप. Significant influence आ जाता है. Not control but influence आ जाता है. Again I think we have yesterday only covered this news, so this is a repeated question. SRV holders को क्या है? They don't need to take a FPI registration as of now, right? Next one, in how many calendar days after the reimbursement must the loan be transferred to the partner RE? This is from the co-lending arrangement. Can be important. Can be important, and we have done this question multiple times. है ना? तो इसका तो आंसर गलती से भी कोई गलत मत देना भाई. $15 calendar days है ना? 15 calendar days. Next one. Market infrastructure changes. A key security market reform related to margin facility through pledging and repledging required timeline adjustment, right? So SEBI has recently given a timeline extension for the brokers to comply with the pledging and repledging market reforms. What is the new effective date here? Yes, 10th of October 2025, right? Again, a very simple question, guys. Check clearing timelines. This is regarding the CTS. Can you guys tell me? Can you guys tell me the new system in the CTS, settlement? We have shifted from the batch processing system to a continuous clearing system, right? CTS वाले सर्कुलर में भी पढ़ा था, बैच टू कंटिन्यूस क्लियरिंग. CTS तो फॉलो कर ही रहे थे, बैच टू CTS नहीं, बैच टू कंटिन्यूस है ना, बैच टू कंटिन्यूस. टेल मी द डिफॉल्ट लॉस गारंटी परसेंटेज इन द CLA अरेंजमेंट. डिफॉल्ट लॉस गारंटी परसेंटेज इन द CLA अरेंजमेंट. Acha, please do remember default loss guarantee percentage was 5%. And what about the minimum loan that you need to keep in your books? Can anyone tell me that? What was the minimum loan amount? Percentage that you need to keep in your books of accounts? Yes, 10%, right? 10% bare minimum skin in the game you need to keep. So you need to have at least 10% of the loan. So don't get confused. एग्जाम के अंदर क्या होगा, ये 10% हो जाएगा, वो 5% हो जाएगा. So बहुत अच्छे से ध्यान रखना है ना. कोई कंफ्यूजन नहीं रहना चाहिए एग्जामिनेशन में. नेक्स्ट वन, this is from your CTS, okay, and most of the students answered this particular question in the finance current affairs wrongly, so that's why I'm again taking this particular. Identify the statement which is incorrect here. First one, the presentation session of phase 1 is from 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Drawee Bank must issue honor or dishonor check by 7 p.m. In phase 2 there will be T+3. If not confirmed, the check will be deemed to be rejected. First and fourth are incorrect, right? The presentation session is not 10 to 7, it is 10 to 4, right? The acceptance session in phase 1 is definitely 7. ऑनर डिसऑनर आप 7 PM तक कर सकते हो. फेज 2 के अंदर दैट विल बी T+3 प्लस इफ यू हैवंट कंफर्म्ड एनी चेक देन इट विल बी डीम्ड टू बी एक्सेप्टेड. प्लीज डू रिमेंबर दिस. नेक्स्ट वन, SEBI has approved the reclassification of LIC as a public shareholder in the IDBI bank, right? So LIC का क्या हो चुका है अभी यहाँ पे? It used to be a promoter shareholder in the IDBI bank, now it is a public shareholder. So reclassification हुआ है. Can be important, okay? Again can be a high probability question, so इसको अच्छे से कर लेना. कुछ नहीं है, इतना न्यूज़ पता होगा तो भी बहुत है. Minimum retention in the CLA rules we have already discussed. It is 10%, right? It is 10%. We have just discussed it. Can you tell me which entity has secured the UAE license first among the Indian firms? Important, very very important for your general awareness part. Yes, Kotak Mahindra International, right? Kotak Mahindra. So please do remember this particular news can be very very important. It can directly come in your examination. Next one, एक free AI करके रिपोर्ट आई थी, right? I know काफ़ी सारे लोगों ने कवर नहीं की होगी. At least cover the crux of that report. Do watch my video on free AI. At least on 1.5x 1.7x पे देख लेना, देख के ख़त्म कर देना. 20-25 मिनट में ख़त्म हो जाएगी. Okay? What is the full form of free AI? Definitely high probability questions हम उस पर सॉल्व कर चुके हैं, but still I will advise you क्योंकि AI related रिपोर्टें और कोई होती तो मैं नहीं बोलता. AI is a very hot topic. If you do that report, it can help you in the general awareness section of phase 1. It can help you in the FM section, both objective and descriptive. Right? So framework for responsible and ethical enablement of artificial intelligence, right? Option C is the correct choice. Can you tell me which of the following is not 7 sutra? One of the 7 sutra, it is data localization first. We are having 7 sutras in that report. Can be important. Okay. Please do remember the 7 sutras. Next one is the 6 strategic pillars. 6 strategic pillars. Can you tell me this one? This can also be important from the report, okay? So guys, from the reports, from the finance current affairs, from any other news, what to ignore is always an art, right? पढ़ने के लिए तो सब कुछ है. उस न्यूज़ में से क्या पढ़ना चाहिए, क्या आपको हाई मार्क्स दिला सकता है एग्जाम में, वो हमेशा ध्यान रखिएगा. Cost benefit analysis is always essential, right? Option A here is the correct one. Tell me this one. Tell me this one. Sovereign credit assessment. What is the new upgrade? What is the new upgrade? Yes. BBB stable is the new upgrade, right? I'm talking about the India's long-term sovereign credit. Acha, tell me, as per the free AI committee, how many surveys were conducted involving the financial institutions like SEBs, NBFCs? Yes, Aditi. Now this one is a not so high probability question, I can say moderate to low probability question only, but still I can see that from the very beginning majority of the people are giving the incorrect answers in the finance current affairs session as well, in the MCQ session as well, plus in this particular session as well. So please do remember इसका आंसर 2 है, राइट. 2 सर्वेज हुए थे, ध्यान रखना, क्योंकि फ्री एआई कमेटी के अंदर पढ़ने के लिए बहुत कुछ नहीं है, राइट. इफ़ यू हैव अ लुक एट द फ्री एआई कमेटी, उसमें बहुत सारा प्रोसेस मिलेगा आपको, डिटेल्स मिलेगी, बट पढ़ने के लिए कुछ चीज़ें ही हैं. सो एटलीस्ट उसकी ब्रॉड अंडरस्टैंडिंग रखना कि कितने सर्वेज हुए थे, किस किस के हुए थे, है ना. यू कैन ऑल्सो मैंशन इट इन योर डिस्क्रिप्टिव. मान लो ये क्वेश्चन नहीं आता, कोई बात नहीं, है ना. अगर मान लो ये क्वेश्चन नहीं भी आता, स्टिल यू कैन यूज दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग इन योर डिस्क्रिप्टिव राइटिंग दैट 2 surveys related to scheduled commercial banks, NBFCs, AIFI and several other fintech companies happened in the free AI committee report. Next one, again a question was there in, I think, in your 2023 examination, if I'm not wrong, related to your regulatory sandbox. A para based question was there. This was the 5th cohort. The theme was theme neutral, and one particular product was found viable. The sandbox entity was Indian Bank Digital Infrastructure Company, IBDIC. It was a blockchain based technology related to financing solutions for MSMEs. Again, can be important, high probability question for your general awareness section, right. अब FM में भी आ सकता है, जनरल अवेयरनेस में भी आ सकता है. सर कहाँ आएगा वो बता दो, कहाँ आता तो फिर क्या ही चाहिए था, ये पता होता तो फिर किसी को ही क्या चाहिए था, राइट. दोनों में से कहीं भी आ सकता है. अभी पढ़ लो जनरल अवेयरनेस में, वहाँ तक मुझे लगता है याद रह जाएगा, राइट. इफ़ यू डू योर जनरल अवेयरनेस वेरी वेल, I think most of the questions from the finance domain will again give you a compounding effect in the FM paper as well. So please do remember this, right. Can be again important. Next one, can you tell me the partial credit enhancement limit for a single regulated entity? What is the maximum PCE limit? ये भी important हो सकता है. एंड आई कैन टेल यू गाइज, ये जो सर्कुलर है थोड़ा सा कॉम्प्लेक्स है, राइट. इसके लिए आप डिटेल्ड वीडियो देख लेना. प्लीज डू वॉच द डिटेल्ड वीडियो रिलेटेड टू दिस सर्कुलर. आई हैव ऑलरेडी पोस्टेड इट. ट्राई टू वॉच इट एटलीस्ट वंस. इसमें से कुछ क्वेश्चन आ गया अगर इस वाले सर्कुलर में से, तो आई कैन से दैट दिस कैन गिव यू अ कॉम्पिटिटिव एडवांटेज. वाई? बिकॉज मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स विल बी लीविंग दिस पर्टिकुलर सर्कुलर. नॉन फंड बेस्ड फैसिलिटीज है, 50% है. अच्छा, this was for the single RE. What about the combined limit? What about the combined limit? Yes, Saurabh. Saurabh has already given the answer. The total PCE limit is also combined at 50% only. So whether it is single RE limit or a combined limit, it doesn't matter. Both are capped at 50% only. So okay, both are capped at 50% only. SBI unveils collateral free loan scheme for the Agniveers up to 4 lakh. Again, you need to remember this particular news as well. Okay. Flat interest rate 10.5%. However, I feel that this amount can be important. Okay. Collateral free ka concept or this amount can be important. SEBI has revised the compliance timeline for the stockbrokers for the submission of half yearly certificate. As per the new guidelines, in how many days from the first half year of March 31st March must the certificate be submitted here? Can be important. Can be important. Not so important, but yes, moderately important. $45 days नहीं है, 30 डेज, यहाँ पे 60 डेज है आपका, ठीक है, 60 डेज है आपका. सो 45 डेज फ्रॉम द हाफ ईयर एंडेड था सितंबर से, यहां से बना लेता हूं, देखो चार्ट बना देता हूं। एक फाइनेंशियल ईयर में 2 बार हाफ ईयर्स आएंगे, है ना। अब मत बोलना सर ये वाला कॉन्सेप्ट एक्सप्लेन करो कि 2 बार हाफ ईयर कैसे आ रहे हैं, ठीक है। सो 30 सितंबर और 31 मार्च। सो 38 सितंबर वाला रिपोर्ट कब सबमिट करोगे? 45 डेज के अंदर वहां से, ठीक है। उसके बाद 31 मार्च वाला 60 डेज के अंदर। दिस इज फ्रॉम योर सेबी सर्कुलर्स, दिस इज फ्रॉम योर सेबी सर्कुलर्स, दो नॉट अ हाई प्रोबेबिलिटी क्वेश्चन, स्टिल अ मॉडरेट लेवल क्वेश्चन आई कैन से आ सकता है एग्जाम में, ऐसा नहीं आ सकता, ठीक है। इसलिए पढ़ रहे हैं, पास्ट ट्रेंड देख के बोल रहा हूं, सेबी के सर्कुलर्स मिल सकते हैं, ठीक है। फेज 2 में आने की ज्यादा प्रोबेबिलिटी है एज कंपेयर टू फेज 1, फेज 2 में आने की ज्यादा प्रोबेबिलिटी है, ठीक है। तो तुम सब तो फेज 2 के लिए जा ही रहे हो, तो फिर इसलिए मैं इग्नोर नहीं कर रहा फेज 1 के लिए भी। नेक्स्ट वन, what is the year on year growth in the infrastructure output as per the ICI index of 8 core industries for the July 2025 data? It is 2%, okay, it is 2%. So core sector growth slows to 2% in July 2025. स्टिल हमारा जो एग्जाम है उससे लास्ट मंथ का डेटा हमको याद रखना है, लास्ट मंथ का नहीं पब्लिश होता है तो उससे पिछले मंथ का हमको याद रखना है, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट वन, द इंडियन गवर्नमेंट हैज प्लान टू क्रिएट अ न्यू एक्सचेंज प्लेटफॉर्म टू ब्रिंग ट्रांसपेरेंसी एंड बेटर प्राइसिंग टू स्पेसिफिक कमोडिटी सेक्टर. दिस प्लेटफॉर्म इज एक्सपेक्टेड टू सर्व अ सेंट्रल मैकेनिज्म फॉर नेशनल ट्रेड. Which type of exchange will be established soon? Can be very very important. High probability. ओके, सत्यार्थ ऑप्शन ए. मुकुंद मोइनरल ट्रेडिंग, चलो ठीक है, मोइनरल ट्रेडिंग ही सही. यहाँ पे देखो करेक्ट आंसर क्या होने वाला है, मिनरल ट्रेडिंग एक्सचेंज, ठीक है, ऑप्शन बी. कमोडिटी का हमारे पास ऑलरेडी है ना, कमोडिटी का हमारे पास ऑलरेडी है, मिनरल ट्रेडिंग एक्सचेंज इंस्टेब्लिश होने वाला है, ठीक है. प्लीज डू रिमेंबर, इंपॉर्टेंट हो सकता है एग्जाम के लिए. नेक्स्ट वन, फ्रॉम विच डेट एनपीसीआई डिसकंटिन्यूड UPI P2P collect request. So there is a option of collect request. Let's suppose I need to take 1 lakh rupees from Bhakti, say for example, right? So वो मुझे पे करेंगे UPI से, but I can even initiate a collect request. जहाँ पर मैं उनको रिक्वेस्ट कर सकता हूँ UPI की कि प्लीज पे मी 1 लाख रुपी. जैसे ही वो एक्सेप्ट करेंगी, the payment will be initiated, right? What is the date for this one? Can be important. Please do remember the concept of UPI collect request. NPCI has discontinued the UPI collect request. The very first thing that you need to know. ठीक है, डेट क्या है? 1st of October 2025 can be important for your examination. So इस concept को please ध्यान रखना. RBI has recently expanded its studies beyond the urban areas. What is the primary purpose of the urban consumer confidence survey and rural consumer confidence survey? Option D, right? Option D is the correct choice. Perfect. Next one, what type of information is primarily conducted in these surveys? I'm talking about the urban and rural consumer confidence surveys. What kind of information is primarily conducted in these surveys? So इससे related भी न्यूज आई थी, ये भी ध्यान में रखना. Option C, current sentiment and 1 year ahead expectation, okay, can be important. Aims to redefine the banking with the AI first approach. What is the name of that digital bank? Completely based on the AI first approach here. It's a Malaysia's bank. Option D, right? Option D. नेक्स्ट अगेन डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ पोस्ट, आई थिंक ये वाली न्यूज़ यहाँ पर रिपोर्ट हो गई है, यहाँ पर रिपीट हो गई है, ठीक है, दैट वी हैव ऑलरेडी कवर्ड. सेंटर टू सेटअप अ सेबी रेगुलेटेड मिनरल ट्रेडिंग एक्सचेंज, वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, प्लीज डू रिमेंबर. ठीक है, हाई प्रोबेबिलिटी है, बहुत हाई प्रोबेबिलिटी है. किसका मॉडल फॉलो कर रहे हैं? लंडन मेटल एक्सचेंज का फॉलो कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, क्या इंस्टेब्लिश कर रहे हैं? वी आर गोइंग टू इंस्टेब्लिश अ मिनरल ट्रेडिंग एक्सचेंज इन इंडिया विच विल एनहांस द प्राइस डिस्कवरी प्लस ट्रांसपेरेंट प्राइसिंग आ जाएगी मिनरल्स की. सो प्लीज डू रिमेंबर दिस पर्टिकुलर न्यूज़ एज वेल, राइट. एयू स्मॉल फाइनेंस की हम कवर कर चुके हैं. अच्छा, गूगल पे ने पार्टनरशिप की है L&T फाइनेंस से पर्सनल लोन्स देने के लिए, राइट. सो आज के लिए इतना ही, क्लोज टू शायद 50 to 53 क्वेश्चन कुछ हमने कर लिए. एंड दिस इज द स्केड्यूल फॉर द रैंकर्स बैच. आई थिंक मोस्ट प्रोबेबली हमारी क्लास कब होने वाली है? अगले वीक के अंदर, मंडे, ट्यूसडे, वेंसडे को होने वाली है मेरी क्लास. ओके, और रेस्ट ऑफ द फैकल्टीज की क्लास भी आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हो. ओके गाइस, RBI रेडीनेस टेस्ट नहीं दिया हो तो प्लीज दे देना. दीज विल बी द 10 क्वेश्चंस. यू विल बी गेटिंग अ पर्सनल रिपोर्ट कार्ड फॉर दैट, राइट. यू विल बी ऑल्सो गेटिंग पर्सनल रिकमेंडेशंस प्लस 2024 का प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन आप ऑलिवबोर्ड की साइड पे आके दे सकते हो. सो थैंक यू सो मच एवरीवन. आज के सेशन के लिए इतना ही. अगले सेशन में मिलते हैं बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस के साथ में. ठीक है, मोस्ट प्रोबेबली हम करेंगे जुलाई 2025 के क्वेश्चंस करेंगे. अगस्त के हम ऑलमोस्ट कंप्लीट यहाँ पे कर चुके हैं. सो अराउंड 105 to 1010, एनीवेयर अराउंड 105 to 1010 हम क्वेश्चंस प्रैक्टिस कर चुके हैं 2 ही सेशंस के अंदर. जुलाई, जून, मई सारा प्रैक्टिस करेंगे धीरे धीरे. ओके, सो बाय बाय, टेक केयर गाइस, थैंक यू सो मच. मिलते हैं अगले सेशन में.